Hey guys, hope you're having an awesome week. I did 5 presentations over the past 6 days on 4 different topics. And today I'm going to share with you one of them. In fact, this is the fortnightly focus for this week, and it is amplifying your visibility. So I know that lots of you guys have had visibility in varying degrees, and I'm going to give you today 6 key things that you can do. I'm using my IMPACT acronym to share that with you. So last night at the PSA, the Professional Speakers Association national meeting, I did my presentation. I was supposed to have about an hour. It ended up that I only had about half an hour, 40 minutes. Today, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to whiz through my slides. So I'm going to show you my visuals. I'm going to share with you the content. And I also created a worksheet to go with it. So I will add that worksheet for you guys to the files. So you can fill that out if you want to do that as well to amplify your own visibility. All right, let's go. So I'm going to screen share. I use Canva to make my slides. And last night for the first time, I didn't use PowerPoint at all. Like I literally just downloaded them from Canva and then put it into presenter mode and presented them like this for the audience. And that seemed to work quite well. So, and I love Canva. I don't really do like interactive slides that need a lot of things zhuzhing in and out. And Canva is great for that. If you want zhuzhing or if you want video, then you probably want to use PowerPoint or something. All right, let's do it. I don't even know how to do presenter mode. Okay, you're going to get to see them like this. You can see what's coming. Amplify your visibility and up your brand. Visibility, like it or not, equals credibility, which often, and if it goes well, equals clients. So I want to encourage you guys, look through the worksheet. Maybe you can watch this while you've printed off the worksheet. Have a think about what amplifying your visibility means to you. What does amplify my visibility mean to me? Ooh, like it means getting in a magazine. It means, getting more clients. It means selling more books or whatever. So make some notes and have a little think about what does that actually mean to you specifically. It might not be clients as such. It might mean visibility leads to you having more opportunities or invitations to either speak or to coach or facilitate, etc. What does it mean to you? So today I'm going to use an acronym. And as you know, I often will use the IMPACT acronym, but I do this thing where I actually change out the words occasionally depending on the theme or the focus. So because our theme and focus is visibility, I changed out the words from what I often do. And what I chose for I is intriguing. Okay. Is your message, your mission, your mantra intriguing? Does it pass, as I like to say, the eyebrow test? Is it intriguing? Then if I were to go and hear you at an event and maybe look you up on LinkedIn, which is what I normally do, and it's what a lot of people do, which is why I'm always talking about LinkedIn. So you want to make sure that your blurb that comes up on LinkedIn, not if they go to your actual page, but if they search for you, it comes up with this blurb, and make sure that everything on there, does it pass the eyebrow test? Is it just like, I'm a business coach, I'm a speaker? Well, great. If you are a speaker and you want to be searched and found as a speaker, definitely have that word in there, but you can maybe add a little bit of spice in here as well. Or as Lena likes to say, a little bit of sizzle. So I say, I help the people who help the people to amplify their impact and change the world for good. Does that pass the eyebrow test? You tell me. I think it might. Et cetera, et cetera. And then put in words of things that you do and that you want to do. Okay, so I actually did add a little bit of credibility, the board member, but I put it down the bottom because some of this other stuff is a little bit more important, I think, for me. So there's my question. Does your stuff pass the eyebrow test? Is it intriguing? Does it make people go, oh, that's interesting, and lean in and almost want to learn more? M in the acronym is media. Surprise, surprise. Getting media, you guys. It is visibility. It's visual visibility. Okay. So that can be TV. It can be radio, magazine, podcasts, on a summit, etc. Basically anywhere where you get a chance to share your voice, your message, your gold, and your goodness. But I want to remind you that you can also make your own media. You can make your own media. Like if you are out at an event, right? And like you can go and stand beside the logo and then you can tag that logo when you post it on Instagram. Or if you happen to, like I was out at an event last night, even if you weren't even if someone wasn't speaking at the event, but they were an attendee of the Professional Speakers Association, I told them, I said, do a photo of you speaking or a photo from last night and say, what a great night, getting side by side with other fellow speakers who, like me, are on a mission to share their message with the world, blah, blah, blah. It's almost like a humble brag post. Even though they weren't speaking at the event, you can kind of use that to promote yourself as well. And you can tag the organization that you went to visit. So you guys will recognize some of the faces on there. We've got Deb on the project, we've got Josie on the AM show, and Shelly also on the AM show. Now, most of you will know the story about Sharon and how she got 13 sales calls off the back of having a magazine article where she basically talked about Hashimoto's. And in fact, in that article, I do believe that somebody else was the hero of the story. You don't have to be the hero of the story, but because it was her being interviewed and it had her website, she ended up having tons of bookings and ended up fully booked with one-on-one clients. I would call that a win. So that's pretty awesome. And also naming and claiming your be a the. So she went from being a health coach, oh, hey, Sharon, what do you do? I'm a health coach, to being Dr. Sharon Walt, which she already was, but the Hashimoto health coach. Okay, now I'm interested. Lean in. What does Hashimoto's mean? Or, oh my gosh, I know someone who has that. I need to connect you. So all of a sudden she's niching so people can self-identify. Remember, go and look at your branding, look at your messaging with fresh eyeballs, make sure that you are intriguing. If you've been in the media, have a media page on your website. Do like a Flashback Friday, Throwback Thursday. Hey, if you missed my interview right? Judith has got tons of visibility lately. She was in Oh Baby magazine, a bit of a spread. She's doing a great job promoting that. Well, guess what? In 3 months' time or 6 months' time or whatever, 2 weeks' time, she can be like, hey, if you missed my article in Oh Baby magazine, Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday, or any day of the week. Okay, the P in the acronym is photos. You guys know I love photos. I love branding, right? Looking good, looking professional. Make sure that your photos are reflective of your personal brand, your current personal brand, not your personal brand 24 months ago or 2 years ago, right? Make sure it's current. Maybe you've come up with a new tagline since then. Update your stuff. Awesome. These are some of the people that spoke last night, which is why I've got pics of them. But I used Instagram. This is a great Instagram template. And I use this, you guys might have seen it, as my kind of humble brag about what an honor it is to work with so many amazing entrepreneurs. And I put a picture of me and then a picture of one of my clients. And I did a whole series like that, right? And it was kind of like a rave about how great they are. But look at me putting myself beside my clients. So people go, oh, I didn't know that she worked with Nat, etc. Also, an opportunity for me to give visibility and shine the light on the incredible people that I work with. This is a template in Instagram. You guys can make similar things as well. You guys have seen me. I love Jacqueline's such my favorite example for this, right? Before and after. When I met Jacqueline, she actually looked like this picture, but her branding was that picture. And I'm like, girl, you are way too funky to have that picture as your branding. So it was the same photographer. It was Ruthie Stoffels both times. But she had changed slightly. And she told me she was all about fun and freedom. And I was like, this does not look like fun and freedom to me. I want to show your tattoo. I want to get some pops of color. So we did some kind of graffiti pics in the city. And then she did this in the nature with her arm out. Have a think about your own photos. Also, they're not all professional. Have some real in situ, which means in situation, pics as well, like photos of you. It doesn't have to be your family. This is me and my family doing the superpower poses. But make sure you have a combo of professional photos as well as some real life photos to show that you're a real person behind the scenes of your life. When you get opportunities to speak online, on stage, in the media, make sure you capture those opportunities by literally saying to someone, and ideally two people, hey, when I'm speaking, do you mind taking a photo of me, a couple of photos? And in fact, if you can get a couple of like close up, that'd be great. And if you don't mind, if you can go to the back of the room as well and get a couple of photos with like audience as well, that would be so amazing. Literally, that's what I say. And then I say it to someone else. So I get two people to be in charge of taking photos of me. And if I want video, I say, hey, are you able to film like the whole thing? But can you do it on landscape rather than portrait? That would be amazing. Or, hey, do you mind doing like a 2-minute video clip? And then maybe like a 5-minute video clip. I don't really care where, but just at some point, I just want to end up with 2 short videos. You need to be specific. Up your brave. Say what you want. Make it happen. So this is Kath, my friend Kath, speaking at an event. She spoke before me. I messaged her and said, what are you wearing? What color are you wearing on top? And she says, I'm wearing blue. And I'm like, awesome. I will take off the blue jacket that I'm wearing and change it out for a different color. So, you know, I don't want to be matchy with my co-speaker or clashy. And you guys do the same thing too. This is Michelle from Outdoorsy on the AM show. This is me last week running a wellness workshop, an interactive wellness workshop. I was the second speaker. Kath was the first speaker. So I obviously changed into a pink jacket. So we didn't match. The A in the IMPACT acronym is association. What people, places, brands, and organizations do you associate and collaborate with? You can be intentional about this. You can be strategic about this. But you can also think, well, who am I already associated with that I just haven't really told people about? Get the logo, put it on your website. So excited to be doing a collaboration with so-and-so from @tag them, etc. Like me with the I'm Enough charity, right? That's cool. It's so aligned with what I'm about, loving it. I'm going to tell people about it. Who are you associated with? And how can you share that on a bigger level to boost your visibility? The C for impact is credibility piece. You guys have heard me talk about this before. Using phrases, whether you're standing beside someone in the grocery store or you're at a networking event and you get a chance to introduce yourself, or you're on stage or whatever it might be, you want to weave in some sort of credibility piece when you answer a question on a panel or in an interview, right? Over the past 12 years, as an expert in the field of, or over the past 12 years, working with busy women, blah, blah, blah. So you insert some credibility in a numerical form if it's impressive. So I would say 5 years or more would be great. Anything less, it's going to sound like you don't have enough experience. So we're going to choose a different type of credibility to share. Like having worked with female entrepreneurs in the wellness industry, one of the things I've noticed is, and then you go into your observation. So having worked with, right, or having worked with corporate companies up and down the country here in New Zealand, but we've just like dropped that little bit of ego information. Oh, she's worked with Vodafone, or she's worked with like AMP or whatever. Or credibility in the form of, well, in my book, I go into a lot more detail, but what I will mention is that people really want to blah, blah, blah. So you answer the question, but you preamble it with a kind of humble brag in my book. And people go, oh, she has a book. Oh, she's an author. She must know what she's talking about. Okay. Making sure you've got that credibility piece in your bio, on your website. If you do a video, you can weave it in as well. So you guys know I love to update my, my social media banners. This is something that I made recently when I started really embracing the maximizing your superpowers message and really owning that and stepping into that space. So I updated my banner and I decided to also put a couple of logos on there as seen on. So that's credibility. TV is credibility. And then the photo on the left is kind of my superpower type image that I already had. And I put it together using Canva. Well, one of my beautiful clients, Deb, saw that picture and she was like, I would love one of those too. So this is her before photo, which is totally lovely. Does it look like her? Yes. Is it on brand with her current logo and her phrase of illuminating lives? Yes. But doesn't this look, that next level better? Brand new photo. Love the photo. So amazing. Ruthie Stoffels, illuminating lives with Deborah Workman, speaker, trainer, life and leadership coach, as seen on. Then we just changed out the logos based on what Deb's been on before as well, and a photo here of her on the project. Okay, you guys can do that too. You can update your banner. I know we've talked about it before. So I want you to go through that worksheet or just make some notes to yourself. What are some empowered actions that I'm excited to take? Because remember, I don't do guilt and I don't do shoulds. What are some empowered actions that you're excited to take to really boost and amplify your visibility? The final one is T for testimonials. You guys might remember me talking about a coaching session I did, the Superpower coaching session with Nadine from Pep Talk Magazine, which is a youth and mental well-being magazine here in New Zealand. And I said to her after, she was like, oh my God, that session was so amazing. And I was like, hey, you know, it would be awesome. I would love it if you could give me a LinkedIn review about the Superpower session. So I asked and I received, and I want to encourage you guys, if you haven't done that, if you don't have at least 10 LinkedIn recommendations, I think that is an area for you to focus on. That is going to make a big difference. And of course, you don't just want to receive, you want to give as well. Because if it says that, you've received 12 LinkedIn recommendations, but you've only given one, that makes you look a little stingy, just saying. So Go and have a look at your LinkedIn, scroll down on your LinkedIn page to recommendations and have a look at your status in terms of the testimonials or recommendations. And then you can actually from there ask for a recommendation or recommend somebody as well. If you guys need help with this, like, oh my gosh, I need so much help with my LinkedIn, or oh my gosh, I want to make some Canva banners. This is one of the things I do with my beautiful clients. I am a visibility and impact coach. I help people not only figure out what to wear and what to say, but also how to look good online as well. So if you want help with that, get in touch with me. Not a problem. This is Tessa. Oh my gosh, what a hilarious testimonial. Natalie is one of the most delightful humans I have ever had the pleasure of working with. I have heard Natalie speak on a number of occasions, etc., etc. Now, Tessa and I spoke alongside each other at an event where the theme was confidence. She's also on the Professional Speakers Association. She's heard me speak a couple times. I've heard her speak a couple of times. After the event, I said to her and Pratesh, the organizer, hey, you know what would be awesome? Why don't we all do a recommendation on LinkedIn for each other about speaking? Ask and you shall receive. It's a total win-win. Where are you guys letting yourselves down in terms of visibility opportunity? Ask and you shall receive, okay? Cam Calhoun, total legend in New Zealand, incredible speaker, totally amazing. He heard me speak at the Professional Speakers Association. In fact, he assessed me. He gave me feedback on my talk. And after that, he went and gave me a LinkedIn review. I didn't even have to ask. And I grabbed that LinkedIn review real quick. And I said thank you to Cam. And then I put it into Canva and brought in his photo and added some of the gold that he'd said about me into the text, into the image. How cool does that look? So now I need to get that on my website. So where are you dropping balls? Where are you leaving things behind? When's the last time, comment below, when is the last time that you posted a testimonial on social media or emailed your list with not just a link to your testimonials page or your Meet My Clients page? Do you even have one of those pages, right? Have a think about your own visibility and how you can really maximize it and amplify it. So here's the sum up, everybody. Impact. Amplify your impact. Amplify your visibility. Here's the acronym. Intriguing, media, photos, association, credibility piece, and testimonials. Awesome. So print out the thingy, fill it out, comment below, let us know. I want to know one empowered action that you're definitely going to take because you're excited to take it to really amplify and boost your visibility. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you glean a couple of things from this. Maybe it's like, oh yeah, I did make an acronym, but I never use it, right? Oh, I'm going to start using my acronym when I teach or when I share. I could easily do 6 Instagram stories and each one I'm talking about one of these, right? I actually have my visibility workshop coming up and I've shifted it back to August and I will be walking people through these things like we're actually going to do them. We're going to be like playing with the words. How can we make it more intriguing? What kind of media do you want to be in? What can you do to get some of that media? Take some photos in the moment, not professional ones, but other ones. Association, what charity or organizations can you collaborate with? Who would you love to do work for or coach? Who do you want to be associated with? Credibility piece, checking your bio, making sure it's got a credibility piece, helping you maybe with your introduction to a webinar that you're running with your credibility piece, testimonials, helping you go into LinkedIn, update your banner literally on the spot. We're going to do all this cool stuff. It's going to be totally awesome. And if some of you want to be there, then get on it and book your ticket. All right, guys, it's been awesome to see you. Best of luck with this theme, and we'll catch you later.